how have your classes grown? You still have the one-on-one clients. What does that look like for this? After those 60 days, what does it look like?
I pretty much dropped. I haven't really dropped my one-on-one clients, but they've kind of gone by the wayside. And actually, about 3 months ago, I upped my rate from I was $125 an hour, and now I'm $250 an hour.
Holy crap!
Well, I haven't had one person pay me $250 an hour because I don't really want more clients. So the whole intention was put my price on the website and make it so that nobody asks me to be the private trainer and they can't really afford it. And if somebody's willing to pay $250 an hour, I'll take them on.
Okay, I'm interested in this. Why group classes over one-on-one training? What is your thought behind that with CrossFit?
Well, it's a business. You know, I mean, I can leave. I left this weekend and I had 70 people going through classes, and Becca and Dawn are down here with me. We had assistant instructors teaching those classes, so I don't lose any income. I can go away for 2 weeks and take a vacation, and I still have a business that's operating, and I still have, 110 people who are gonna get to train for 2 weeks.
Right.
When I was a private trainer, and I left town I wouldn't leave town for more than 5 days. I was afraid that I would lose a client or. So it's a completely different thing. This is a business that actually can operate and function independently and on its own, rather than a trainer who is, you're a one-trick pony. You're at the mercy of your time and your one-on-one clients.
So everyone's there still getting some, and you're getting some here, learning from Mark Ripto.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So everybody wins.
Do you think that you started with one-on-one clients and you put them into group classes? Do you think you would have had the same success or others could have the same success if they started with group classes without building up that connection with their one-on-one clients?
I think it helped a lot to have the relationship, the close one-on-one relationship. Again, it goes back to safety for me. I knew when I opened up my place that I had 15 people that were paying me, $100 an hour to, I had a guaranteed income. Everybody was like, well, you're opening your own place and your own business. You're doing great if you're making money your first year. Well, I'm like, what do you mean? Of course I'm making money. I mean, how would I not make money? Because I got 15 people who are paying me. There was no change in my level of income. I had a little bit higher nut, but had I started with groups, it would have. It's hard to answer that question. I don't know. I mean, knowing what I know now, I could go to another city and start another CrossFit and not have private clients. But that's because I have the experience. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'd look for. I know how to mark. I know all the elements that I put into place that work.
So you still think you could build a connection if you had 20 people show up to your class first day and you started a CrossFit class in another city?
I don't think 20 people would show up. But I've had 5.
But you're Andy Petranek. Come on.
Yeah, well, they don't show up in L.A., so if they don't show up in L.A., they're not going to show up somewhere else.
Okay, so through experience, you feel that you could still build that connection and easily start your business with the group classes.
It's so hard to say, I mean, it's kind of like what crystal ball. I mean, I say I could do that. I don't know. Maybe I couldn't do that. It might take some personal one-on-one connections to get it going. So I think there's value in the one-on-one training, or two-on-one, or husband and wife, and
partners. Yeah.
Yeah. So that because the group environment is really a direction that I think, from a business owner, that's the direction I'm heading, or I would head.
Yeah.
So.
What about your other trainers? Do they do one-on-one training? Because you don't have to do it, but maybe that's something that they'd want to do, or do you encourage that?
We only when their rates are Becca's rate's $125 an hour, so we haven't had a lot of people take that on. We really now, I mean, it's very different than it was a year ago, so I can't really speak to what I would do a year ago, but we really do a good job at funneling people into the group program. Like, I can speak very well to why the benefits of group rather than individual training. If I find somebody that has a specific problem or a specific dysfunctional movement pattern or an injury that I think really is not cut out for group classes, or is 75 years old or 80 years old and shouldn't really come to any CrossFit right now,
Yep.
yeah, I'm going to recommend one-on-one.
Right.
Absolutely. So there is a place for it. It's
Okay.
just we really pitch the group classes, and we found it to be really, really effective and powerful.